And now for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Harrison County Fillies will take on the Lady Titans of Mercer County in a first-round game of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament. This is the 8th year for this particular tournament. Harrison County's been involved in all of them so far. Let's take a look at the brackets. 7 teams will be playing over the next 5 days or so. Lexington Catholic, the host school, got the bye. Of course, along with Harrison County and Mercer County playing tonight. Tomorrow night, Garrett County will head to Henry County for a first-round game. And the first-round game has already been played back on December the 18th. Franklin County beat up Bourbon County 67-15. So we already know 2 semifinalists, Lexington Catholic, who got the bye, and Franklin County, who's already beaten Bourbon County. Over the next 2 days, we'll find out who the other 2 in the Final Four would be. If Harrison County wins, which we hope they will play on Monday at a time to be determined. Mercer County comes into tonight's game with a record of 4-9. They are rebuilding their program. In fact, they're so serious about rebuilding their program, they brought back legendary head coach Chris Souter this season. Meanwhile, Harrison County, 6-6 on the year. They've lost 5 of their last 6 ball games. Finally tonight, Harrison County's Fillies are fully healthy as far as the girls are concerned, which is the first time that has been the case since December the 14th. And just to show you the margin of error or the need for every man on deck for this Phillies team, since everybody got sick, Harrison County just 1-5. As we said, the winner will face Franklin County in the semifinals on Monday night at Lexington Catholic. Right now, both teams are out on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back and take a closer look at both Harrison County and Mercer County. You're listening to the Cynthia and Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
This game between Harrison County and Mercer County. Mercer County had a nice season last year, going 18-14. However, they graduated 6 of their top 7 scorers off of that squad. This is a very, very young team. In fact, there's only 1 senior and 1 junior. Everybody else is sophomores or younger. In fact, in their starting lineup, they will be starting tonight. These one sophomore that is back from last year, Izzy Carlton. Also, she will be joined by 3 freshmen and an 8th grader. So a very young and inexperienced Mercer County squad. The coach, Chris Souter, he led the Lady Titans to the state tournament championship in both 2017 and 2018. He is 4th among active girls coaches with 630 career wins. He had spent the last 6 seasons as the head coach at South Laurel before being brought back to Mercer County. The Lady Titans lost 2 of 3 games at the Lady of the South tournament down at Allen County, Scottsville last weekend. In their most recent game, they lost to Highlands 65-26. Overall, as you might expect, this is not a very good shooting team. In fact, they're only hitting 35% of their field goal attempts, only 21% of their three-point tries, and struggle from the line as well, making just 54% of their free throw attempts. They're led in scoring by sophomore Izzy Carlton, who's averaging over 16 points a game. And as I said before, she is the only returning starter from last season. Carlton is a good player. She's making 52%, making 52% of her shots from the field. By comparison, the rest of the team combined is only making 30% of their shots. They're good rebounders, though, as well, or Carlton is, pulling down 8 rebounds per contest. So Carlton averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds per contest. If the Fillies can shut down Carlton, they should have a good chance to win this game and move on to the semifinals of this tournament next Monday. Harrison County, meanwhile, 6-6 on the year. They won 5 of their first 6 contests. But then illness made its way onto this team in both Gatlinburg and at the Bourbon County Holiday Classic last weekend. During that time, when we have not had our full complement of players, the Fillies have lost 5 out of 6. But as I said, the players are at full strength again. Coach Watson not here. I'm assuming from the illness that he's been kind of carrying around for a while. So the trio of Emma Darnell, Kim Marshall, and, well, I haven't seen Casey either, so Casey might not be here. She might be sick too. So anyway, going to be Emma and Kim taking over the reins of the Fillies here tonight. In our first 6 games, when we were healthy, Harrison County averaged beating teams 53-42. However, in their last 6 games, the Fillies have been averaging just 40 points a game. That's 13 points per game less than what we had the first 6 games. We're also giving up 51 points a game, which is 9 more than we were giving up when we were getting that early 5-1 record. The Fillies need to regain their confidence, kind that we had in our first 6 games, with a win tonight that would hopefully get their season back on track. Well, both teams are back in the locker rooms. What we'll do now is take a break and then come back and give you the starters for tonight's game after this timeout. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, let's take a look now at the starters for tonight's game. First for the Lady Titans, Mercer County at 4-9 on the year. At a guard, a freshman, number 24, Alexa Wade. Wade averaging 8.3 points per game. The other guard is Emma Fenwick. Emma Fenwick wears the number 11. She's a freshman averaging a couple of points a contest. One of the forwards is number 10, a freshman, Maddie Baker. She's averaging 3.1. The other forward is Reese Ransdell. Ransdell wears the number 22. She's an 8th grader, averaging 2.7 points a game. And in the middle, number 20, a sophomore, Izzy Carlton. Carlton averaging 16.9. So once again, for the Lady Titans, it'll be Baker, Carlton, Wade, Emma Fenwick, and Ransdell. On the year, Mercer County averaging 43.9 points per game. On defense, giving up 51.2. Now with the Harrison County Fillies. At a guard, a 5'8", 8th grader, number 1, Jersey Baker. Baker averaging a solid 8.7 points a game. And another guard is Hayden Lunsford. She's a 5'6" senior who wears the number 12 and is averaging 8.9. Another guard is Harrison County's leading scorer, Keely Custard. Custard, a 5'6" junior who is wearing the number 21 and is averaging 11.1 points a game. The other guard, Bailey Hudgens. Hudgens wears the number 23. She's a 5'6 senior, averaging 9.4. And at the forward, a 5'6 junior, number 30, Lauren Hicks. Hicks averaging 1.4. So once again for the Fillies, it'll be Baker, Lunsford, Custard, Hudgens, and Hicks. Fillies averaging 46.4 points per game. On defense, giving up 46.7 points per game. What you would expect from a team that's playing 500 ball. So there are your starters for tonight's game. Now, as we have a chance, let's send it back to the station to Pastor Ted Beam from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for how you've revealed yourself to us. You sent Jesus to come, to walk among us, to die on our behalf, that we could have our sins forgiven, that we would know you and know you well. We are so grateful. We do lift up the teams to you tonight, that you will pour out your Spirit on them, that they will play well, that they will excel in their teamwork, in their understanding of competition, that they'll learn about sportsmanship tonight and about fair play. We ask you to pour out your Spirit on them, guide the athletes, guide the coaches, the officials, guide the entire event tonight. You protect them all from injuries, please, that it will be a wonderful time to play, to enjoy the evening. We do thank you for your faithfulness to them. You hold them, please, in the palm of your hand. In Jesus' name, amen. My name is Ted Beam. I'm the pastor at First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, we're closing in on the time for the National Anthem, which will give us a chance real quick to tell you about the upcoming schedule for our winter sports. The Fillies will be back in action on Saturday here on the Hilltop as they'll take on Nicholas County at 6 o'clock in the first game of a girl-boy doubleheader. Then on Tuesday, we'll head to Bracken County High School to take on Lady Bears. The Thoroughbreds will be the back part of that doubleheader on Saturday. Game will start at 7:30. Then on Tuesday, the Breds will host Bourbon County here at home. The wrestling team on Friday and Saturday, the boys will be participating in the Warhawk Classic at Great Crossing High School, while on Saturday, the girls wrestling team will participate in the Montgomery County Duels. As far as our bowling team is concerned, they'll be back in action on Saturday as well, as they'll be bowling at Waltz Center in Newport. So best of luck to our bowlers as they head up north to Waltz Center in Newport. Don't have the archery schedule, but I'm sure they're playing as well. Well, right now, the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC is going to be presenting the colors, after which we'll take a break after listening to the national anthem and come back for the tip-off of tonight's game. But right now, our national anthem.
Thank you. At this time, we ask that you please remain standing or move your hats for the playing of the national anthem. The colors are being presented by cadets from the Harrison County High School Air Force Junior ROTC program. Carrying the U.S. flag and commanding is Cadet Sergeant Sophie Simpson. Carrying the Kentucky State flag is Cadet Airman Ivory Woodard. And the guards are Cadet Airman Derek Luff and Cadet First Lieutenant Isabella Galasso.
farm with Southern States Co.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
SIPC. Every Monday and Tuesday at 9 a.m., Bluegrass. $120 and has many online.
Long time, but financing. Time for new equipment. You can finance it fast and easy.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Hilltop. We're just moments away from the start of tonight's game in front of a kind of a light crowd, but maybe some people not getting the word that the varsity game is first and the JV game is second on this particular night. But in any case, I'm sure the crowd will be loud and rowdy. Mercer County's brought down several people themselves from Harrodsburg. Jumping center for Harrison County, Jersey Baker across the midcourt stripe will be Izzy Carlton for Mercer County. Tap is up and controlled by the Lady Titans. Carlton has it on the right side. She'll hand it off to Wade, who will get it into the hands on the near side to Baker. Baker back to Wade, back to Baker. Baker's picked up her dribble, now gives the ball back to Wade. Goes to the basket, her layup is going to be up and good. And Alexa Wade puts her team on the scoreboard first. Just underway, Harrison County's first possession. In the front court with the basketball comes Custard. Custard inside the center circle, pass to the right side to Hudgens, long range in front of the Titan bench. She'll get it up to the top of the key to Lunsford for a three. Count him down. Our first State Farm Joe Cochran three-pointer comes off of the hand of Hayden Lunsford, who puts the Fillies up 3-2. Here's a shot put up no good by the Lady Titans from close inside. Lauren Hicks will come up with the rebound for the Fillies. In the front court, Custard to Hudgens at the top of the key to Baker in the corner, finds Lunsford for three. This one time it rolls off the rim, but chasing down the long rebound is Hicks. Here's a three fired up by Baker. Her three is no good either. And this time, the Mercer County Lady Titans will have the basketball. That was Baker who had that last rebound. There's a shot put up no good by the ladies from down in Harrodsburg. The rebound pulled down by Reese Ransdell. Ransdell will bring it back beyond the arc. Now races down to the block, forces up a terrible shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. It's going to be put back up, no good, but she's going to be fouled. So a couple of offensive boards by the eighth grader. Let's see here. Ransdell at the line to try to tie the game. Her first free throw is going to bounce off, no good. She will have another though. 6:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw on the way. This is also no good. And now Jersey Baker grabs the rebound for Harrison County. Baker in the corner finds Hudgens. Hudgens steps back, fires a three off the flange, no good. And coming down with the rebound this time was Number 20, that's Izzy Carlton. Now into the front court come the ladies from Mercer County. A hook shot put up and in by Carlton. Izzy Carlton puts his team back out on top, 4-3. With 5:59 on the clock here in the first quarter. Here's a three by Baker. Good. Another State Farm three-pointer, this time by Jersey Baker, which puts Harrison County up 6-4. 5:43 left. And now the ball gets away from the Lady Titans. Loose ball picked up by Custer. Into the front court with the basketball. And now the Fillies throw the ball away. In the front court, Mercer County from the corner, a three fired up, air ball by Emma Fenwick on the offside. Picking up the rebound is Baker. Into the front court, Baker tries a pass to Lunsford. It's at her ankles. She can't get down to pick it up, goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to Mercer County for the Lady Titans. Checking in, Carton Sickles. Sickles, an 8th grader, averaging 6.3 points a game. Her team down by 2. Walking the ball into the front court this time will be Wade. Picked up defensively on the man-to-man by Lunsford. Wade in the paint, dumps it down low, and trying to thread the needle between a triple team. And they're going to say the ball was kicked by Harrison County, so Mercer bailed out in that situation. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass is going to be Fenwick. Fenwick gets the ball to Carlton. Hook shot good. Going to have a hard time if we allow Carlton to get the ball that low. She's too good of a player, as the game is now tied up at 6-6. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. Across the timeline comes Hudgens. Gets to the right side, long range to Baker. Up top now to Hudgens once again. Hudgens over to the far hash mark, finds Custard in the corner to Baker. Baker to the foul line, gets the ball to Lunsford. Her shot's going to be off the front of the rim, no good. Chase for the rebound is picked up by Baker. Here's a three fired up by Lunsford, no good. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. You want to say by Harrison County last. Cynthia and Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. Across timeline with the basketball comes Wade. Mercer trying to take the lead this time down the floor. Ball knocked out of the hands of Fenwick. Loose ball picked up by Baker. She'll go to the basket, misses the shot. Come on, girls, gotta make those easy ones. Here's a rebound fired up and good by Lunsford. Hayden Lunsford with her second State Farm three. Puts Harrison County back out on top, 9-6. So we cross the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. With the basketball, Wade goes to the basket. Her shot's going to be no good, but they're going to call a foul. I believe it's going to be on Hudgens, and it will be. It'll be Bailey's first personal. And we'll send Wade to the line, her first trip there tonight. 3:43 left to go in the first quarter. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com at WCYN Sports. Into the game for Mercer County, Maddie Baker returns. That first free throw by Wade was good to make it a 9-7 game. With 3:43 left. Second free throw is no good. And Hicks will go and get the rebound. Into the front court. Here's a three put up and good. Or is it a two? It's going to be on Hudgens. That'll be Bailey's first 2-point basket. Harrison County up now 11-7. First time we've enjoyed a 2-possession lead. With the basketball in the paint, Carlton goes to the block. Now fans it back out to Fenwick. Her shot is no good. And Hicks will get the rebound. That's 4 rebounds for Lauren Hicks. Into the front court comes Baker. Her team up by 4 to the top of the key to Hudgens. Fires a three-pointer. Banks it off the top of the rim. No good. Rebound picked up by Hicks. Hicks gets the ball to the block to Hudgens. Her shot is no good. And this time ripping down the rebound will be Carlton. It will head the other way. Harrison still leading 11-7. 2:49 left to go in the first quarter. Here's a pass picked off by Hudgens. In the front court, Baker to the basket. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be assessed to Baker. Oh, Maddie Baker. They got a Baker. We got a Baker. I got to remember that. Jersey Baker going to the line. On the year, she is a 69% free throw shooter. Presently, Harrison up 11-7. First free throw by number 1 is on the way and off the flange, no good. Second free throw upcoming for Jersey. Gets the ball from the official. Her free throw is on the way, and this one will be good. She has 4 early points, and she puts her team up 12-7. In the front court with the basketball, Wade gets it to the top of the key to Carlton. Carlton back to Wade, and now a travel is called. She's going to try to pass it to the near side to Ransdell, but a Philly got into the passing lane, forcing the turnover. That's 4 turnovers in the first half for Mercer. Harrison County with 2. In the front court on the right side, Hudgens open for a 3. Banks it in there. High off the window, but it went in nonetheless. Another Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer. And Harrison County has grown their lead to 15-7. So we've got now 6 points in a row. In the front court with the basketball, Wade hands it off to Maddie Baker. Has the ball back, tapped away from behind by Custard. The ball goes out of bounds off of Maddie Baker. So good hustle by the Phillies. Gets the ball back. Coming in the game now for the Phillies, Savannah Kennedy. Kennedy, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 1.3, will come in for Hicks. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Custard gets the ball to Hudgens. Back to Custard from the corner for a three-point try. Good! Another Joe Cochran out at State Farm three-pointer by the Phillies as they've raised their lead to 18-7. 141, and now another turnover by Mercer. Harrison County trying to advance to the semifinals, which will be on Monday night against Franklin County. But still a long way to go in this one. Harrison County up by 11. At the elbow, Kennedy has it. She'll hand it off to Custard. Custard tries a pass inside, and almost stealing the ball was Carlton. But they're going to call a kick. So Harrison will maintain possession, obviously. From her own baseline, Lunsford to trigger the inbounds pass. Lunsford looking, lobs it up top, and it's going to be knocked away. And the loose ball picked up by Mercer. Into the front court, Wade to the basket. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled. And Wade will be going to the line for a couple of free throws. Foul's going to be on Baker. That's Jersey Baker's first personal. Wade back to the line where she's 1 for 2. Team trailing by 7. It's gone on a 2-minute scoring drought. First free throw by the freshman is good. Hicks back in the game for the Phillies.
Into the game for the Phillies, number 30, Hicks.
It also ends Harrison County's 9-point run. 18-8 with 1:21 on the clock. Second free throw upcoming for Wade. It's on the way, and this one is good as well. Harrison County with a 9-point lead and the basketball, trying to get the ball in bounds against full court pressure, and they do to Hudgens. Hudgens up the far sideline, skip pass to the near side to make that Custard in the corner. Here's a 3 fired up, no good by Hudgens, but once again, there is Lauren Hicks for the rebound. She's got 6 here in the first quarter. Here's a half hook by Hudgens, no good. Kennedy got the rebound the first time, but it was Carlton who got it the second time. In the front court with the basketball, the Lady Titans. Wade tries a shot from point-blank range, but it's going to be knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. So the Lady Titans will maintain possession. 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Harrison leading 18-9. From her own baseline, Ransdell inbounds the ball to Carlton. Carlton in the paint. Forces up a shot, no good. And Custard comes over and gets the rebound. Up into the front court, Custard coast to coast, off the window, off the glass, no good. And now she'll go and get her own miss and brings it back out front. Coach Souter shouting for a travel that will not be coming. Hudgens in between the circles, looks at the clock, sees there are 27 seconds left, fires it into Lunsford on the baseline, turnaround 15-footer off the rim, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a tie-up as both Carlton and Hicks hit the floor. Alternating possession arrow gives the ball back to Mercer County. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Here's a steal by Kennedy. Kennedy will drop it out of bounds, however. Trying to get her dribble going, so a couple of turnovers, one for each. 8 seconds left. Inbounds pass will come to Ransdell. Ransdell sees the clock now. Now travels, no call. Loose ball picked up by Ransdell, who puts it up and in as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Harrison County 18, Mercer County 11. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. First round action in the Class 2A Section 5 tournament. Harrison County in the lead 18-11. They got an 18-9 advantage, but then Mercer got the last couple of baskets in the first quarter to get the deficit back to 7. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Reds and Fillies. Custard gets the inbounds pass as the Fillies will begin the second quarter with the ball. Lunsford up top to Kennedy. Kennedy in turn gives the ball to Hudgens on a weave at the top of the key. Pass to the left side to Lunsford for 3. Fires it up a little bit short. Rebound is going to be bobbled. And they're going to say that while Kennedy was bobbling the ball, she stepped on the end line. Harrison County back on defense. Into the front court with the basketball will come Wade. Wade dribbles into the heart of the Harrison County defense. Is going to be fouled by Custard. It'll be Keeley's first personal foul. From just to the right of the Harrison County bench at the hash mark, inbounding the ball will be Fenwick. Fenwick lobs the ball at the top of the key to Wade. Ball fake, moves inside the arc, now gets it back to Fenwick. Down to the foul line to Carlton. Carlton guarded closely by Hicks, goes down to the block, forces one up, shot partially blocked, rebound pulled down by Jersey Baker, and into the front court come the Fillies. In the corner, Lunsford has it, pops it back to Jersey Baker, now to the top of the key to Hudgens. Hudgens in the paint, a leaner from 10, bounces in there. Hudgens with 7 first half points. Harrison County's lead back to 20-11. We played a minute here in the second quarter. Now a foul is going to be called against Harrison County as Mercer County did a little transition. Fouls on Hudgens. That'll be Bailey's second. From her own baseline. Nope. Coach Souders lobbying for a foul on the shot, but it was on the floor. From her own baseline, trigger the inbounds pass will be Fenwick. Gets it down low to Carlton, who can't make the point-blank range shot. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by Mercer County. So Harrison County, everything going right now. This game, at least here early, reminiscent of the win over Lloyd Memorial earlier this season when Harrison County got a big lead, eventually won by 15. Custard gets the ball on the right side, long range this time to Hudgens. Bailey gets it between the circles to Lunsford, now to the left side to Custard on the baseline. Baker races baseline, and as she raced on the baseline, she stepped on the baseline. 5 turnovers for Harrison County, 7 for Mercer. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Kennedy back in for Harrison County. Sickles back in for Mercer. Ironic because both players wear the number 14. Or maybe not so remarkable. With the basketball weight across the timeline, her team still down by 9, 6.5 left to go, and now she just, an unforced error, drops the ball off her own leg out of bounds. It's now 8 turnovers for Mercer. Lunsford inbounds the ball to Custard, who looks over to Coach Marshall for the call. Custard across the timeline, gets the ball on the right side to Jersey Baker on the baseline to Hicks. Hicks tries a pass in the interior defense, and it's going to be taken away by Wade. And now Wade, as she was trying to split the defense, travels. So give the ball back to the Fillies. Baker, since Jersey, will inbounds the ball from the hash mark just to the left of the Mercer County bench. Pitches it into the backcourt to Custard. Everybody seemed confused for some reason for a moment, but we're okay now. Custard in between the circles, dribbles to the right side, gets into the hands of Jersey Baker. Jersey now back to the near side of the midcourt circle to Custard. Harrison County trying to decide how to attack this zone. They get the ball to Hicks in the paint, banks it in. Lauren Hicks with her first bucket. Puts Harrison County up 22-11 as we've doubled up the Lady Titans here in the first half. 5:50 left to go. With the basketball, Fenwick lobs the ball down low. It's to no one in particular and goes out of bounds. And now we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Mercer County. We'll keep it right here. 5:45 left to go in the first half. Harrison County, who has led most of the way, leading 22-11. We had a tie and a lead change very early on in this game. But since that time, the Fillies, mainly on the strength of a 9-point run there towards the end of the first quarter, have been able to maintain at least a 10-point lead for most of this quarter. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Phillies will be back in action on Saturday night when they'll be the front half of a girl-boy doubleheader here on the Hilltop, a big district doubleheader against Nicholas County. Going to be a good challenge for our girls as Nicholas County is off to a very good start to this season. At well, they're 3-4, but they are playing very tough competition. Harrison County breaks the press in the front court. Kennedy lobs the ball in between the circles of Lunsford. Lunsford drifts to the right side where she'll hand the ball to Custard, who will go inside the center circle to reset the offense. If nothing else, this 2-3 zone has slowed us down a bit. Hicks tries a pass inside, and we're going to have a tie-up in between Lunsford and Fenwick. Alternating possession. Arrow gives the ball back to the Lady Titans. Inbounds pass comes to Wade. Wade with 5:18 on the clock and her team down 11. Picked up by Custer defensively, gets it in the corner. Now a pass down low to Carlton. Misses the shot, and the rebound pulled down by Lauren Hicks. She's having a big game tonight. With the basketball, Custard in the front court. In between the circles finds Jersey Baker. Back to Custard on the right side, long range. Now in front of the Mercer County bench. Now she'll reverse and gets it back between the circles to Jersey Baker. Jersey back to the right side to Custard. Gets it on the baseline to Hicks. Hicks, wraparound pass is going to be stolen by Sickles. Up the floor come the Lady Titans, trying to get the deficit back down to single digits. Racing into the paint is Wade. Goes to the blocker. Shot's no good, but she's fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2 more. Wade really likes to push the issue. Foul is on Custard, and that'll be Keeley's second. So Custard and Hudgens each with 2 fouls apiece. Wade at the line, 3 for 4. She missed her first, but has made her last 3. Has 5 points, 3 below her season's average. First free throw is good. Coming in the game for the first time for Mercer, Annie Relaford. Relaford, an 8th grader, averaging 3.3. 22-12 now the score. 4:34 on the clock here in the first half. Second free throw is also good by Wade. And for Harrison County, we'll have a substitution as coming in for Lauren Hicks will be Alyssa Williams. Williams, a 6'1 sophomore, averaging 0.6 points a game. Here's a steal of the inbounds pass by Mercer. Now the ball gets away from Relaford, and Harrison County picks up the loose ball. In the front court, a leaner by Custard is no good, and she will touch it last, they'll say, before it went out of bounds. So give the ball back to Mercer as both teams starting to play a little bit sluggishly here with 4:19 left to go in the first half. Wade, her team now down by 9, will bring the ball into the front court. Said Wade, just a freshman. Drifts to the left side, long range. Picked up by Jersey Baker on the defense. Now she'll get it in the corner to Relaford. Down low to Carlson, knocked away by Alyssa Williams. And the loose ball picked up by Hayden Lunsford. Lunsford gives the ball to Jersey Baker. Jersey in the corner finds Custard for three. Good! Another State Farm three-pointer for Harrison County. Makes the score 25-13. 3:41 on the clock. It's a long three buried by Wade. Do they say is a 2 or a 3? There's a 3. In the front court with the basketball. Harrison County as Custard tries a pass inside to Lunsford. Ball pinballs around. Finally, Custard picks it up. Tries a runner. It's no good. And on this rebound is going to be Ransdell. Quickly in the front court, they get the ball down low to Wade, who's going to be fouled as she went up for a shot that she ultimately missed. But Wade back to the free throw strike. Foul is going to be on Custard. So Wade at the line, 5 out of 6. Has 7 points all together, one below her season's average. First free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. Hicks back into the game now for Custard, who will have to sit with those 3 personal fouls. It's rather odd. Keeley not one to usually get into foul trouble. Good to see Katie Linville back on the bench after some sickness as far as she was concerned. Second free throw is also no good, but this time Alyssa Williams will pick up the rebound for Harrison County. Gets it to Jersey Baker. Oh, Jersey. Took an extra step. Unforced error gives Harrison County 10 turnovers. 12 have been committed by Mercer County. Over at the far sideline to inbound the pass will be Relaford. Relaford looking. We'll get the ball in the corner to Wade. Wade back to Relaford. Relaford tries a pass inside. Knocked away. This time by Kennedy. And Harrison County then throws it back to Mercer. With the ball on the left side. Wade up top. She gets the ball this time to Sickles. Sickles to Relaford. Back to Sickles. Down to the near side to Wade, long range. Wade in the corner finds Ransdell. This is an air ball. And on the offside, we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. Ball will be going back to Harrison County. Back in the game for Mercer. Fenwick returns. Also coming in for the first time, Olive Frisbee. Frisbee wears the number 0. She's a freshman averaging 2.1. Maybe a very young and inexperienced team, but Coach Souder has a deep squad, if nothing else. Full court pressure being applied by Mercer. Inbounds pass comes to Jersey Baker. Jersey lobs the ball to Maddie Carson, who's checked into the game. Maddie, a 5'2 senior, averaging 1.1. Hicks down low to Lunsford, lays it up and in. Give the assist to Hicks. Points to Lunsford. She now has 8. And Harrison County back up now 27-16. 2:10 left to go in the first half. In the corner, a 3 fired up. No good this time by Fenwick. But going to get the long rebound was Wade. And now we're going to have the ball knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. So the Lady Titans will maintain from the far hash mark in front of the stable. Inbounds pass from Fenwick comes to Wade. Now to Relaford. Now make that Frisbee for a 3 try. It's no good. And the rebound brought down this time once again by Hicks. Up the floor and into the front court. Come the Fillies. Carson from the right corner 3. Good! Ready with her first Joe Cochran three-pointer. And Harrison County raises its lead to 30-16. Minute and a half left to go in the first half. With the basketball up top is Sickles. Sickles drives into the paint, lobs up a shot, no good. Rebound on the floor. Putback is no good. Rebound this time by Carlton. Her shot's no good either, but she is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Hicks. That'll be her first. Carlton at the line for the first time tonight, came in averaging nearly 17, has been limited to 4 so far. At the 1:20 mark of the first half, her first free throw is good. Kennedy back in the game for Harrison County. Another free throw coming for Carlton. With 1:20 left to go in the half, her second free throw is going to be good. Coming in for Mercer County, Kate Carlton. Kate Carlton, a senior, the lone senior on this club. She's averaging 1.2 points per game. 30-18, Harrison County leads, and they have the ball against pressure. Lunsford in the front court to Williams. Williams lobs the ball to Kennedy. Kennedy to the basket, makes the shot, and she's fouled. And Savannah will be going to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Good, strong move to the basket that time by the sophomore. Makes it 32-18. 1:10 left for the old three-point try. Kennedy is on the way. A 27% free throw shooter. Her shot's no good. But there for the rebound is Jersey Baker, who puts it back up and in the hole. Good job, Jersey, on the putback. 34-18. Under a minute to go in the first half. With the basketball, Wade gets to Sickles. Now in the corner to Frisbee. Frisbee back on the wing to Sickles. Back to Frisbee in the corner. Back up top. She'll find Sickles to the right side to Wade. Long range up to the top of the key to Sickles. Now she'll find Frisbee in the corner. Frisbee drives. Passes the ball inside. Knocked away and stolen by Jersey Baker. With 36 seconds left, Harrison with a 16-point lead. Jersey in the paint, a runner. Shot's no good, but she's going to draw the foul after being fouled by Kate Carlton. Jersey back to the line where she's 1 for 2.
The line for the Fillies is for 1. Baker shooting 2 shots.
Lots of good crooked figures on my score sheet for Harrison County. 31 seconds. First free throw is no good. She will have another. Second free throw by the 8th grader is on the way and bounces high off the flange, no good, and pulling down the rebound this time was Fenwick. In the front court with the basketball, her team down by 16 is Wade. She'll get to the near side of the circle to Frisbee, to the foul line to Izzy Carlton. Between a triple team, throws the ball away. Loose ball picked up with 10 seconds left by Jersey Baker. Jersey looks at the clock, sees there's 7 seconds on it. Now yo-yoing the ball in between the circles, pass to the left side with 3 to Lunsford. Lunsford drives baseline, shot no good. And that is the way that the first half will end with your score. Harrison County 34, Mercer County 18 in this first round game of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament. Fillies have looked like a well-oiled machine for the most part. Maybe a few too many turnovers, but other than that, a good first half for our girls for sure. We invite you to join us now for our halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this first half that Harrison County leads 34-18. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors. Someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County in control of this game between themselves and Mercer County in the first round of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament. The winner moves on to Monday night's contest at Lexington Catholic against Franklin County, who earlier this season defeated Bourbon County 67-15 to advance to the semifinal round. Harrison County jumped out in front early and often after the game was tied at both 6-6. There was also one lead change early, but with Harrison County trailing 4-3, the Fillies would go on, as I figure things up and talk at the same time, a 15-3 run to take what was a 1-point deficit up to an 11-point lead. They led by 7 at the end of the first quarter and have just continued to build their lead throughout a very efficient second quarter of play. Taking a look at the individual scoring, first for Mercer County, they're paced by Alexa Wade, who has 7 points here at the break. Also scoring, Izzy Carlton with 6 points. 3 points on a tray by Emma Fenwick, and a couple of points as well for Reese Ransdell. Also playing but not scoring for the Lady Titans in the first half were Annie Relaford, Maddie Baker, Carden Sickles, Olive Frisbee, as well as Kate Carlson. For Harrison County, very balanced scoring for the Fillies, led by Hayden Lunsford's 8 points, including 2 3-pointers. You know what? I talked about it after the game the other night up at Lafayette, that even though we lost that particular ball game, Hayden had a really nice game with 15 points, and it seems like she's going to have another nice game tonight as well. So I think that the slump that Hayden was in is over, and she is going to be fantastic for the rest of the season. Along with Lunsford's 8 points, Bailey Hudgens has 7, including a tray. 6 points each for both Jersey Baker and Keely Custer. Jersey has a 3, and Keely has 2 of them. 3 points on a tray by Maddie Carson off the bench. A couple of points as well for Lauren Hicks and Savannah Kennedy. The only player who got into the game that did not score was Alyssa Williams. That's the way the individual numbers stack up. We'll take a break and come back and tell you what the team stats look like right after this. But once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 34, Mercer County 18. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Swap in Cynthiana.
Congratulations.
Whether you need feed for dogs.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
The only other time we played these girls was back in January of 2019 over at Mason County in the Class 2A sectional. In that game, though, it wasn't near as pretty with Mercer County beating the Fillies in that game 69-50, so maybe a bit of redemption here tonight, although it is some 6 years later. Taking a look at the team stats, Harrison County a very good 13 out of 30 for 43.3%. They attempted 13 from beyond the arc and made 7, which is really good. Meanwhile, Mercer County having its problems, 5 out of 19, that's 26.3%. They attempted 5 trays and made just 1. From the free throw line, this is one thing we've got to continue to work on. Harrison County 1 for 5, that's 20%, while Mercer County was 7 out of 12 for 58.3%. Turnovers, it ends up pretty even. Harrison County committed 12 turnovers while forcing the Lady Titans into 14. But Harrison County controls the glass, out rebounding Mercer 18-11. 5 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds for Mercer. They were led by Izzy Carlton's 4. Meanwhile, 8 offensive and 10 defensive rebounds for Harrison County. They were paced by Lauren Hicks, who has 8 rebounds here at the break, including 3 offensive. So there are your team stats. Both teams are back out on the floor going through their paces. We'll invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back for the third quarter handoff after this timeout. You've been listening to the Joe Cochran Halftime Show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, we're about to get back to action. Harrison County leading 34-18 over the Lady Titans of Mercer County. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Mercer will have the ball to begin the third quarter of play. Inbounding it will be Fenwick. She'll get it to Wade. Wade recrosses the timeline on the far side of the midcourt circle. Now gets to the top of the key to Carlton. Carlton back to Wade, who stumbled. Should have been a walk, no call. She'll pitch it back between the circles once again, this time to Maddie Baker. Back to Wade on the near side of the midcourt circle. Drifts over in front of her own bench. Hands the ball off to Ransdell. Ball gets away. Loose ball picked up by Baker. Mercer County turns the ball over on their initial possession. In the front court, Lunsford for three, off the flange, no good. And this time, ripping down the rebound is Emma Fenwick. Up the floor come the Lady Titans. On the left side, here's a pass inside to Carlton. Pushes off against Hicks, no call. But she gets inside and makes the shot. Don't let her get hot. 34-20 now the score. And now Harrison County facing that full court pressure throws the ball away. So each team with a turnover to begin the third quarter. From her own baseline, triggering the inbounds pass will be Fenwick near the corner, just to the right of her bench. Fenwick looking, gets it inbounds to Carlton. Back to Fenwick for three, bounces off the rim, no good. A rebound brought down by Izzy Carlton. Her putback is no good, but she is going to be fouled. You can already tell an increase in the energy of the Lady Titans here in the second half. Fouls on Hudgens. That'll be her third. Izzy Carlton at the line where she's 2 for 2. Just a minute into the third quarter, the first free throw's on the way and an air ball. She will have another, however, to try to get her team back to within 13. Second free throw by the sophomore is on the way, and this one is going to be good to give her 9 points and get Harrison County's lead down to 34-21. Against full court pressure, Lunsford tries to get the ball inbounds to Custard. The pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Ransdell. So Harrison will maintain possession. Trying to get the ball inbounds is Lunsford. Gets it to Hudgens. Hudgens races up the near sideline and into the front court. Now stops at the hash. Now will drift in between the circles. Tries a pass, knocked away and stolen by Fenwick. Fenwick in the front court, 2-on-1. Throws the ball right to Keely Custard. Custard in the front court, dumps it down low to Jersey Baker. She can't control the pass. Fortunately, the outside official says it was kicked by a Lady Titan, so Harrison County bailed out. From her own baseline, opposite side of the basket, Lunsford looking, gets the ball inbounds to Custard in the corner. Custard to the wing, Custard in the paint. Custard, a leaner, is no good, and Carlton brings down another rebound. Into the front court comes Lady Titans. Wade, Euro step to the basket. Ball takes about 5 revolutions around the rim before finally falling in, but it falls in indeed, and that makes the score 34-23. 6:17 left to go in the third quarter. Harrison County up by 11. Still looking for their first points of the third quarter. Here's a pass from Lunsford to Jersey Baker, and we're going to have a foul call on Ransdell. That'll be Ransdell's first personal. From her own baseline, Lunsford will trigger the inbounds pass. Lunsford looking, still looking, somebody get open. Finally, Lunsford does a wise thing and bounces it off of the leg of Maddie Baker. So Harrison will maintain possession. Lunsford looking, bounce pass in the corner to Hudgens. Hudgens drives baseline, tries to kick the ball inside. It's going to be knocked away. We'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow faces the Fillies. So we're taking some haymakers from the Lady Titans. Re-inspired team here in the first part of the third quarter. Harrison still leads though by 11 with 6:04 left in the third. Lunsford gets the ball underneath the basket to Hudgens. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled. And Bailey will be going to the line for 2. Foul's going to be whistled against Ransdell. That'll be Ransdell's second. Hudgens at the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 62% free throw shooter. Has 7 points. First free toss by the senior is bouncing off the rim, no good. Fillies now 1 for 6 from the charity stripe. Making things more difficult than they have to be. Second free throw by Hudgens is on the way, and this one will be good. First point of the second half by Harrison puts them up 35-23. We go under 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's a lob inside by Wade, picked up by Carlton. Carlton drops the ball in the paint as she was going towards the basket. Tie up. Possession arrow will keep the ball in the hands of the Lady Titans. From her own baseline, Fenwick will trigger the inbounds pass, lobs it to Carlton between the triple team, forces up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. We'll go to the line for two. Foul is on Hicks. That'll be Lawrence second. Carlton 3 for 4 from the line. Looking for what would be her 10th point if she makes one of these two. Free throw on the way and off the mark. So both teams struggling from the charity stripe. Harrison County's makes that 2 for 7. Mercer County is now 8 for 15. Second free throw is very short, no good, and it'll be Lunsford who grabs the rebound. She'll get the ball to Custard. Custard across the timeline, races to the paint, stops, guns it into Lunsford. At the top of the key finds Hudgens for a two-pointer, no good, but Lauren Hicks is there for the offensive board. But now she throws it into traffic. Jump ball will keep the ball in Harrison County's hands.
Into the game for Mercer.
Coming in for Mercer County will be Sickles. She saw quite a bit of action in the first half. From the hash mark just to the right of the Harrison County bench, Lunsford gets the ball into the backcourt to Jersey Baker. Jersey goes to the right elbow, now tries to pass the ball to the right side. Loose ball picked up by Custard. Custard to Hicks. Hicks in the paint, fans it back on the wing in front of the stable to Jersey. Jersey a runner, shot no good. Rebound is safe from going out of bounds by Hicks, but it goes to the wrong team. Sickles lobs the ball inside, knocked away by Lunsford. Nice play defensively by Lunsford as Carlton had set herself up for what would have been an easy bucket. Ball will be maintained in Mercer County's hands. They trail 35-23. 5:02 left to go in the third. From the corner, Fenwick gets the ball to Sickles, back to Fenwick. Long three is no good, but getting the rebound is Sickles. Gets it down low to Carlton, misses the shot. Carlton misses shot number two, and now the ball will go out of bounds as Carlton, although she's doing wonders on the boards, having trouble getting the ball to fall. From her own baseline, this side of the basket, Fenwick looking, gets the ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Jersey Baker on another turnover by Mercer. In the front court come the Fillies. Lunsford races baseline to the basket, misses the shot. Rebound pulled out of there by Baker. Baker tries a runner, no good. This time it's Carlton with the rebound. In the front court, Wade in the corner finds Fenwick for a three, barely grazes the rim. Rebound picked up this time by Custard. Custard in the front court to Hudgens. Thought about the open three for a second, but instead will set up the play. Gets it back to Lunsford from the corner for three. No good, air ball. Rebound, though, is picked up by Baker. She'll get it back to Lunsford, whose shot is no good. And this time, as we head on down the floor, Reese Ransdell is going to be fouled. It's going to be on Lunsford. That'll be Hayden's first. And now a timeout called by Mercer County. Just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Harrison County still maintaining the lead, 35-23. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports to watch all the action. As we mentioned, the winner of this game will play on Monday at Lexington Catholic against Franklin County. Franklin County having a huge year so far. They're something like 10-2. But we got to get past this game first. Fillies led by 16 at the half. So in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, they've chopped into it by 4 points and now trail by just a dozen. Now the timeout, inbounding the ball will be Sickles. Sickles lobs the ball to Carlton. Carlton catches the pass, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and then has it taken away from her. Into the front court with the basketball come the Phillies. Shot put up no good by Hudgens. A lot of contact, no call. Come on, Mr. Referee. Ball went off of the Lady Titans, so Harrison will maintain possession. I mean, Hudgens was mugged on that play. From her own baseline, Lunsford gets it in the corner to Baker. Jersey in front of her own bench now brings the ball back between the circles to reset the offense. Started by Alexa Wade. Drifts to the right side, now back to the left. Lobs it inside, knocked away by Carlson. Loose ball though picked up by Hicks. She'll lob it back to the top of the key to Jersey for a three-point try. Off to the left, no good. And Alexa Wade gets the rebound. In the front court, dishes it to the left side. A three-point try by Fenwick is no good. And there for the rebound, once again, Lauren Hicks, who has 11 rebounds on the night. With the basketball, Jersey goes to the block, lobs it inside, and nobody was there to lob it to. So give the ball back to the Lady Titans. Well, do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Across the timeline with the basketball comes Wade. Her team still down by a dozen. 3 minutes left to go now in the third. Lob pass down low to Carlton, who makes the easy shot. Carlton heating up. Gets her team back to within 10 at 35-25. Full court pressure. Harrison County breaks it as Custer comes into the front court. Gets to the top of the key to Hicks. Hicks ball fake, goes down to the block, and then takes an extra step. Nope. There's a foul called. Foul called on Fenwick. It'll be Fenwick's first. Just a common foul from our own baseline. Lunsford will trigger the inbounds pass. Her team up by 10. Gets it in the corner to Custard. Custard then loses it out of bounds. Ugh, just a lot of unforced stuff. Hates the unforced error. So down by 10. Mercer, who trailed by 16 at the half, a chance to cut the deficit down to single digits. Sickles on the right side. Lobs it in the corner to Wade. She'll get it down to Carlton. Between the double team, forces up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good. And this time, the rebound is going to be brought down by Baker. Slow things down, Jersey. Gets it to Hudgens. Hudgens out top to Lunsford for three. Yes! Hayden Lunsford off of the assist from Bailey Hudgens has put Harrison County back on top, 38-25. All right, Hayden. And now, down underneath the basket, the ball is going to be smacked out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Harrison County. Hayden Lunsford, 11 points, including 3 threes. From her own baseline, to the inbounds pass will be Ransdell in the corner. Finds her teammate wide open. Shot no good. Sickles with the rebound. Bodies hit the floor as the ball is taken away by Harrison County. Good to see our girls fighting back against an aggressive Mercer County team. Here's a three by Baker. No, that's Jersey. Rebound, smacked around, and finally pulled in by Wade. In the front court, Wade to the basket, layup good. It's 11 points for Wade. Gets her team back to within 11 at 38-27. A minute 30 left to go in the third. In the front court, Hudgens gets the ball in the paint to Hicks. Hicks to Baker. Jersey, a floater, short. And the rebound is going to be pulled in this time by Wade. Wade in the front court gets the ball in the corner to Fenwick. Back on the wing to Wade to the foul line to Carlson. Carlton dumps the ball in the corner to Fenwick for a three. No good, too long. And on the offside, it'll be Lunsford who gets the rebound. Up the floor comes Baker. Shot no good from point-blank range. Rebound pulled down this time by Ransdell. Really and truly, the Phillies need to slow things down. They're going too fast. 54 seconds left to go in the third. We still have about 11, but this helter-kelter style is not our style. In the corner, Fenwick dumps the ball down low. Attempted for Carlton, knocked out of bounds by the combination of Lunsford and Hicks. 43 seconds left. Here in the third, Mercer County down by 11 will have possession. But first, a substitution as Savannah Kennedy checks back in for Hicks. Also, Maddie Carson will re-enter the contest. She will replace Bailey Hudgens. Yeah, got to remember about Bailey having 3 fouls. From her own baseline, Fenwick. Try to get the ball in bounds. Fenwick gets it to Carlton. Carlton between a triple team, forces up a shot, misses it. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow faces the Lady Titans with 38 seconds on the clock. Once again, Fenwick will try to get the ball inbounds. Fenwick looking, lobs it to Sickles. Sickles to the right wing to Wade. Back to Fenwick for three, no good. Rebound is still being pinballed around. Bodies hit the floor. And finally they call a jump ball. And it's going to be, oh no. Called a foul on Carson. Now Coach Marshall wanting an explanation of that call. They've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Once again, Fenwick to get the ball inbounds. Looking with 28 seconds left. Gets it underneath the basket, wide open to Ransdell. 4 points for Ransdell. Gets the team back to within 9. And 38-29 with 18 seconds on the clock. Into the front court, Carson, right side three-point try, no good. Offside rebound picked up by Baker. Baker goes back to the basket. Her layup is no good. Clock winding down. Loose ball picked up by Lunsford. Her shot with 1 second left is no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter of play, and it was very sluggish. But the good news is Harrison County leads 38-29. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Please, WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Quarter number 4 in this Class 2A Section 5 tournament. Both teams vying to advance to Lexington Catholic for the semifinals on Monday, where they'll face Franklin County. Harrison County will have the ball first. Lead down to 9. Harrison outscored in that third quarter, 11-4. Now, girls, slow things down. Good shots, only good shots. Hudgens with the basketball in front of her own bench. Circles back around, now loses it out of bounds. Don't do crazy stuff like that. Golly. 18 turnovers now for the Fillies. Mercer County has 19. So down by 9, Mercer with the basketball. Wade will jog the ball into the front court on the near side of the midcourt circle. Now goes to the left side where she'll find Sickles long range. Sickles back to Wade in the corner. Trying to find Carlton. Wade lobs the ball in the paint, knocked away and stolen by Custard. Custard, 3-on-2 break, puts one up on a runner, no good. And the rebound is going to be saved by Baker. She'll get the ball in between the circles now to Custard. Custard guarded closely by Sickles, backs up near the timeline. Now reverses her dribble. Now gets the ball to the top of the key to Lunsford. Lunsford nearly double team. Now gets the ball to Custard. Custard, left elbow jump shot, no good. And coming down with the rebound this time will be Fenwick. And here come the Lady Titans. Wade lobs the ball to the near side to Fenwick in the corner. Sickles fakes a three. Now gets it on the way to Fenwick. Up top to Wade to the left side. Ransdell ball fake. Now a runner put up by the 8th grader is no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Harrison County. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breads and Fillies. Here's a lob inside to Carlton. Carlton, guarded by Hicks, gets the ball to the far sideline to Fenwick. Fenwick back between the circles to Wade. Wade to the right side to Sickles, lobs it down low to Carlton, knocked out of bounds by Hicks. Well, I don't know what the deflections are, but man, Lauren Hicks has a whole boatload of them, just like her 11 rebounds. And of those 11 rebounds, 5 of them are offensive. From her own baseline, Fenwick lobs the ball on the wing to Wade, up top to Carlton, long range. Don't think this is her shot. 6:22, Harrison up by 9. Mercer with the ball. Carlton gets the ball in between the circles once again to Wade, who will back up to reset the offense. Now makes her move inside the arc on the right side in the corner. Tried to get the ball to Fenwick, but I think Fenwick was already starting to shoot the ball before she corralled it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Gives the ball back to the Fillies, facing full court pressure. Lunsford finds Custard in the backcourt. Keeley up the far sideline. Still on the backcourt, though. Come on. Gets the ball in the front court to Lunsford. Now to Hudgens in the corner. Hudgens, ball fake, gets it back up top to Lunsford. Let's bleed the clock a little bit here, girls. Custard to the left side to Lunsford. Harrison up 38-29. Now Custard nearly double teamed at the timeline, and we're going to have a bumping foul called on Fenwick. That'll be Fenwick's second personal foul. The El Paracutan daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Lunsford inbounds the ball to Hicks. Hicks in front of her own bench, dishes the ball now to Custard, to in between the circles of Hudgens. On the baseline finds Jersey Baker. Jersey challenges Carlton, misses the shot. And on the rebound, we got a jump ball. And the possession error will give it back to the Lady Titans. Still lots of time in this basketball game. Timeout called by Harrison County. We'll take it as well. 5:34 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 38, Mercer County 29. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County up on Mercer 38-29. The Phillies led by 16 at the half, only to see the Mercer County Lady Titans come roaring back and now trail by 9. Now the timeout. Wade will bring the ball into the front court. Across the timeline, drifts to the right side in front of her own bench, guarded by Baker. Lobs the ball inside to Sickles. Sickles down low to Carlton. She can't control the pass. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Harrison County. So a bunch of deflections by our girls tonight. From her own baseline, this side of the basket, Fenwick will try to get the ball in bounds. Fenwick to the right elbow to Carlton. Carlton back down low to Sickles. Her layup is good. First points of the game for Carden Sickles. Gets her team back to within 7 at 38-31. With the basketball up the floor comes Custard in the front court to Baker. Baker down low to Hicks, who will have her shot blocked out of bounds by Carlton. It's a good game plan. Carlton's just a good player. From the far sideline in front of the stable, Lunsford inbounds the ball to Jersey Baker. Jersey gets into the paint, lobs one up, partially blocked by Carlton. We're going to call Carlton for the foul. That'll be her first, and Baker back to the line, where she has struggled tonight, just 1 for 4.
Shooting 2 shots.
She has 6 points and 10 rebounds. 4:53 on the clock. First free throw is on the way and good. Boy, we needed that one. Jersey puts the score at 39-31. 4:53 left. Second free throw is going to roll around the rim about 5 times before dropping in, but dropping in it does. Harrison County's lead back to 9 at 40-31. Across the timeline comes Wade. Wade waiting for her teammates to get set where they're supposed to be. Now drifts to the right side, long range. Lobs inside to Carlton. Carlton double team. Has the ball knocked away from behind by Hudgens, but Wade goes and gets the loose ball. But they're going to say that when she picked it up, she was standing on the end line, so give the ball back to the Fillies. Lunsford facing full court pressure. Looking, gets the ball to Jersey Baker. Jersey in the front court. Now wait on the rest of your team. There you go. Crosses over her dribble, goes into the paint, lobs it back to the near wing to Hudgens, back up top, but once again to Custard. Custard will step inside the center circle before passing it to the right wing to Hicks. Hicks down low, tries a pass. It's off the hands of Baker and picked up by Mercer County. Wade with the basketball. Our team down by 9 as we hit the midway point of the fourth quarter. Pass to Sickles on the wing. Sickles, a bounce pass to the top of the key to Fenwick. Fenwick to the right side finds Wade once again. Wade, and now we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Souter, who's not real pleased with the way his team is going. We'll take it as well. 3:55 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 40, Mercer County 31. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Although the Lady Titans did get that deficit back to 7 just a couple of minutes ago. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. On the inbounds, a pass down low to Sickles. Rose lays it up, misses it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. Sickles, an 8th grader, has a couple of points tonight. Fenwick will inbounds the ball from the baseline, gets it in the paint to Carlton. Carlton on the wing finds Wade, who will bring it back out front to reset the offense. Pass to the right side to Sickles, long range. Sickles now falls down, but it's because she was pushed by Lunsford. Now will be a couple of fouls on Hayden. 3 fouls on Custard and Hudgens, 2 each on Lunsford and Hicks. Fenwick and Ransdell each have 2 fouls apiece for the Lady Titans. Ransdell will inbounds the ball. Gets it in front of her bench to Wade. We'll bring it back up front to reset the offense. Her team trailing 40-31 with 3:34 left. Pass on the right side to Sickles to the top of the key. She'll find Ransdell. Left side long range Wade. Wade looking inside. Nothing there. We'll bring it back out top to reset the offense. A very patient Mercer County team. Now Wade will advance. Looking at that 2-3 Harrison zone. Goes to the foul line, to the left elbow, passes to the far side to Ransdell. Ransdell to Sickles, down the baseline to Carlton. Back to Ransdell, who has the ball taken away from her by Jersey Baker. Baker in the front court dishes the ball back to Hudgens in between the circles. Now let's bleed some clock. Custard with the ball, a step inside the center circle. Backs up a step. Now reverses. Just yo-yoing the ball, basically. Gets it to the right elbow to Hudgens. Hudgens in the paint. A leaner is no good. And Sickles will come away with the rebound. And as she comes up the floor, a foul is going to be called on Harrison County on Bailey Hudgens. 2:37 left to go. Harrison leading 40-31. Cross timeline comes Wade in the paint, goes to the basket, and we're going to have a jump ball called as Hicks came in there and made the team turn it over. And now Mercer County will call a timeout. We'll take it as well. 2:30 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 40, Mercer County 31. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
With the basketball, facing man full court pressure. Lunsford will try to get the ball in bounds. Long arm to Sickles in her way. She'll get it to Jersey Baker. Jersey in the front court, gets to the left side, long range to Custard. Custard will bring it back out top. Now dribbles to the right side, stops, pitches it in the corner to Lunsford. Lunsford, a runner from the baseline, is no good, and Baker has the rebound. Good job by Jersey. Here's a shot put up no good, but it'll be knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. Patience. With the basketball across the timeline comes Wade. Wade backs up now to set the offense. Her team down by 9 with now 2 minutes exactly left to go. Wade traveled, no call, gets to the left side here. The three fired up by Ransell, no good. And down with this rebound is Sickle. She can't control it. Loose ball on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow faces Harrison County's way. Looked at the thing wrong. Inbounds pass comes to Sickles. Shot no good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. This time, Harrison County will get the ball. But there was a... Oh well. Facing full court pressure, Lunsford once again. Lunsford looking, gets the ball to Custard. Custard up the floor, into the front court now. Now in the paint, a runner from 12 is no good. We don't need the shot, we need the ball. Now the ball gets away from us, and Custard will bring it back out top. Custard just yo-yoing the ball out top. Guarded by Fenwick. Fenwick's they're going to have to foul sometime, down by 9. But right now they're just letting Custard dribble the ball around. To Hudgens, to Baker. Baker in between the circles. Now gets to the far sideline near the hash mark to Custard. Down to a minute 9. They've already spent a minute letting this dribble out the clock. Baker to Hudgens. Hudgens now just yo-yoing the ball. Being chased. Now gets the ball to Jersey. Baker dishes the ball to the near sideline to Custard. The clock's down to 50 seconds and Harrison County still leads by 9. Finally a foul is going to be committed by Wade. That'll be Wade's first personal foul. Just a common foul. We've still got 3 fouls to give. From the far sideline, Lunsford. Somebody pay attention. Get the ball in bounds to her. And finally, Lauren Hicks comes and gets the ball and gives it back to Lunsford. Now to Baker. Baker, she stepped on the midcourt stripe, trying to get away from pressure. So give the ball back to the Lady Titans with 46 seconds left, and Harrison County leading 40-31. From the hash mark, just to the left of her bench, Sickles gets the ball inbounds to Wade. Wade steps inside the arc on the right side, back to Sickles, back to Wade. Wade in the paint, puts one up, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Mercer will maintain possession. Keep watching that clock. 37 seconds left. Harrison up by 9. Fenwick to get the ball inbounds. She does to Carlton. Knocked away and stolen by Hudgens. Up the floor, Bailey. Don't need to shoot again, girls. We're up by 9. Hudgens in front of her own bench gets the ball to Lunsford. Now inside the center circle to Custer, to the far sideline to Baker. Jersey comes inside the center circle and gets the ball to the near side to Hudgens. But first, a foul is going to be called on Mercer County Sickles. 22 seconds on the clock. Lunsford will inbounds the ball. But first, a timeout called by Mercer County. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. No, full. We'll take it as well. 22 seconds left to go. Your score, Harrison 40, Mercer 31. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
In the last 2 quarters, but still lead by 9. Lunsford gets the ball to Custard. Custard in front of her own bench. Now we'll lob it to Hudgens. Clock down to 17. Now wide open shot put up and in by Lauren Hicks off of the assist from Bailey Hudgens. Now in the front court, it's the basketball with 2 seconds left is Carlton. Her shot good, just ahead of the buzzer. 13 points now for Carlton and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Carlton is 3 for 6. Free throw on its way and no good. And that will be the ball game. The Harrison County Fillies win by a final score of 42-33 in an interesting matchup. Harrison County led 34-18 at the half. And just before Hicks's shot, as time was running down, we had scored just 6 points. As it is, we scored 8 altogether in the last 2 quarters. But that's neither here nor there. Fillies will play Franklin County on Monday at a time yet to be determined. Henry County and Garrett County play tomorrow night to determine who will play Lexington Catholic. And after that game is played, then they'll decide who plays what when, or such as that. We invite you to join us now for our post-game show. Go over all the scoring and stats from tonight's game, as well as have a chat with either Coach Darnell or Coach Marshall about this big win for the Fillies. That coming up after this timeout. But once again, here on the hilltop, your final score, Harrison County 42, Mercer County 33. You've been listening to Thoroughbred, or Make That Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Is your locally owned hardware store. Doesn't have it.
Sometimes it's good to know that you don't have to drive all over the state to find the building materials you need to repair your home. 2x4s and nails, brushes and caulk. You know we have the best selection of caulk in town. Also door locks, bolts and screws, treated lumber for your decks. We have quite a few products that no one else in town has. There's too many to mention. Really, I think you'd be surprised. Poindexter Lumber is behind you all the way, and that goes for the thoroughbred teams and Reds baseball. No matter the season, we say go Reds and go Breds. Come down and see the boys.
Angelo's
Days are bad. Hot days, cold days. Happy New Year from the Hinton Mills team.
nobody but no.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County wins by a final score of 42-33 over Mercer County to advance on now to the semifinal round of this tournament, which will be on Monday at Lexington Catholic. We'll find out tomorrow. No, we already know we're going to play Franklin. We'll find out tomorrow when we'll play Franklin. But joined now by interim coach. Can we call you that?
I guess. I don't know. You can call me whichever one to, Jim.
Interim coach Kim Marshall. And Coach, this was a weird game.
Yes, we got in foul trouble early. You have Bailey, Keeley, and I think Jersey was all in foul trouble in the first half.
Right.
I'm sitting here scratching my head. But luckily, we switched up. We went to gold, and I thought our girls did a good job that came off the bench and adjusted. We did some adjustments in game, and I thought they did an excellent job with that, of going out there, especially on 20.
Yes.
She's a good player, and I thought our girls did a great job of not just letting her dominate in the middle.
Right.
Holding her to 13 points, I'll take that. Our size, we have nobody that matches up with our size-wise, except for Listen. I thought she came in the first half, and sometimes I know girls look at their minutes, but those were key minutes. That was huge minutes in the second quarter for those girls that came off the bench to come in and get us to halftime with a 16-point lead and allow us to reset. And then we struggled in the second half scoring. We couldn't get the ball to go in, but I thought our girls were gutsy. I thought they played extremely hard, and I thought, they let them play. The officials let it go, and it was both ways. It wasn't just one way or another, but it got pretty physical, and I thought our girls did a good job of keeping their composure and just staying under control and finishing the game. So.
Well, it was one of those games. We haven't played this physical a game all year long that I can remember anyway. But anyway, I'm like you. I'm so glad that our girls reacted the way they did, and also basically said, okay, if that's the way you want to play, that's the way we're going to play.
Yeah, and we were hustling, diving on the floor, and so, anytime you can get that out of your team, I just kept encouraging them in timeouts because they were doing all the positive things. The shots will fall, but if we can hold a team to that many points a game, then you can compete with people. And so, I thought our defense took care of what they needed to, and our offense will come, and there'll be games where we'll hit a lot of threes, and there'll be games that we don't.
Right.
We got to finish our layups.
Yes.
And I know even with the physical play, we still got to finish our layups. So there were some layups that, we're around the basket, and we're anticipating contact instead of just going on and concentrating on finishing. But I thought it was a great core effort. Everybody played extremely hard. I don't have one complaint. With Coach Watson not being here, it's hard stepping in when your head coach is out. And I thought the girls gave me great effort, and I know he's proud of them at home. He watched. I think he's on his way back, and they just need to keep battling. We've had a rough Christmas break.
Yes.
But like I told them, Gallenberg, we can talk about that another time, but Bourbon County, I thought we played 3 good games. There were good things that were happening, and we're getting back to what we do good. We just played a really good Nelson County team and a really good Lafayette team that, we couldn't get shots to fall, and against those teams, you got to hit your shots to be able to stay in the game. But I thought they were competing.
Yes.
And so for me, that's always been my thing, is competing and getting out there and believing that you can win and not just hanging your head, and I think that we're doing a better job of that.
Well, and plus, this was the first game since December the 14th that everybody was healthy enough to play, which goes to show when this team is healthy, we win. I think we were like 6-1 when we have everybody here.
Yeah, and we've got some good, solid guards, and they're still learning how to balance the floor and use each other. And I thought I was really, really happy with them in the last 3.5 minutes when they were sending the pressure. We did a great job of working the clock.
Yes.
I don't know how long we worked the clock twice. There was 2 different times where we kept the ball in the center. We passed. We made them run and chase us. And I thought we did a really good job of that at the end of the game. So that's something that we can build on. We can have that confidence that we can do that late in the game and not just have turnovers.
Lauren Hicks, a super game, especially the first half. She had 8 rebounds in the first half. She ends up with 11. But not just that, she's played great defense on a girl that must have been at least 6 inches taller than she.
Remember the time I had to play against Crystal Kelly? It's they're way bigger than you, but in your mind they're not. So, Lauren, she'll go up against anybody. And, Lauren started out really, really struggling because she just had horrible luck getting in foul trouble early in the season. And she was frustrated. She's a kid that's really came on this year and really committed to wanting to get better. And I know she was really struggling and mentally because she didn't know what she was doing wrong. And a lot of times it was she was helping because other people are getting beat and she's picking up a foul.
Right.
So I'm glad she's being able to put more minutes on the floor, and that really makes a difference when you have her out there, because she keeps the ball alive a lot.
Sure
and then
does.
Savannah Kennedy comes in and does that. Hayden's been doing it, and Jersey's getting back to it.
Right.
You know, they're going in there and they're keeping the possession alive longer and making it a little bit easier for us to get more possessions on the offensive end.
Yeah, and speaking of Hayden, you know, up until the Lafayette game, she had been slumping bad. But even though we lost the game, she had 15 points. Tonight, she comes away with 11. I think that Hayden is back.
Yeah, and also Keely, I noticed over at Bourbon County, she was really getting in there. Well, she's on the bottom of that zone, and she's finally starting to go off after rebounds and stay in there and start battling on the rebounds. So, you know, that we got to control the boards. All those little things that put us in a place to be successful, so that, again, when we have those nights we're not scoring, we're not putting the ball in the basket, we still keep ourselves in the game.
Sure. I mean, we out-rebounded them 32-28, but what's more impressive to me, we had 17 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and you know, that was something I know over the break Coach talked about. We had like 4 one game, and you can't be successful that way unless you're like a really good shooting team.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've got to keep the possession alive, and I thought our girls hustled every single second they were on the court tonight. I didn't see anybody taking a play off, so I'm really proud of them.
It's all well and good to think about Monday night, but we got an important game coming up Saturday night against a good Nicholas County team.
Yeah, and you know, I think over the last few years, Nicholas has out-hustled us and played more physical than us, and that's something that, you know, I've been here for long enough that you can't let Nicholas County be more physical than you, and I think tonight was great to see, because that's the effort, that's the energy that we need to see against Nicholas County, and I think that if we can compete like we did tonight, then we can take care of Nicholas County as well.
Right. I mean, it was one thing getting Carlton out of the game.
Yeah.
It's going to be something a little different to keep Simons out of
It is, but I mean, I think we did a good job and helping off and being aware. Like, sometimes we watch our girls and they're so zeroed in on what their person's doing, they're not in the help. I didn't think that happened tonight at all. I thought they all did a great job of, if they were on the weak side, helping down, and that was an in-game adjustment.
Right.
So, you know, that I'm very proud of them for adjusting like that, working together and communicating and doing a good job.
All right, appreciate you coming out, Coach, and we'll talk to you Saturday night.
Thank you.
Assistant, or I should say interim head coach, assistant coach Kim Marshall, after the Fillies 42-33 win over the Mercer County Lady Titans tonight in the first round of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament, advancing Harrison County into the semifinals, which will be played on Monday at Lexington Catholic. Let's go over the individual scoring, and then we'll take a break. Mercer County had 2 players in double figures, led by Izzy Carlton. Izzy Carlton, just a sophomore. They're in the 12th region. She's going to be one of the top players by the time she gets to be a senior. She's just a really good player. 13 points, 11 rebounds. Alexa Wade, another, this is one of those things. I think Carlton gets the pub, but Wade, she's the one that really runs the club. So another freshman to watch out for over the next few years. She ends up with 11 points on the night. Also scoring for the Lady Titans, Reese Ransdell had 4. 3 points for Emma Fenwick, and a couple of points as well for Carden Sickles. Also playing but not scoring were Annie Relaford, Maddie Baker, and Olive Frisbee. For Harrison County, Hayden Lunsford led the way with 11, including 3 3-pointers. 8 points for Jersey Baker, 8 points as well for Bailey Hudgens. 6 points were scored by Keely Custard, so there's a good balanced scoring we were talking about before. Maddie Carson came in there and got a tray in the second quarter for her 3 points, and Savannah Kennedy had a couple of points as well. The only player who got in the game that did not score for the Fillies was Alyssa Williams, who did have 1 rebound, but no points. We'll take a break, come back, tell you about the team stats, as well as name our Judy Construction Company player of the game right after this timeout. But once again, your final score from here on the Hilltop, Harrison County 42, Mercer County 33. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Numbers for these two squads. Harrison County, we win by shooting 15 out of 55. That's 27.3%. Now, 8 out of 19 from 3, that's okay. In the second half, Harrison County makes 2 of 25 shots. And one of those 2 was Lauren Hicks's bucket with like 17 seconds left to go in the game. So if you're hitting just 2 out of 25 and winning games, you're living right. Meanwhile, Mercer County did not shoot any better. In fact, they shot worse. 12 out of 46, 26.1%. They fired up 13 trays but made only 1. From the free throw stripe, both coaches are not going to be happy. Harrison County 4 for 9 for 44.4%, while Mercer was 8 for 17 for 47.1%. Turnovers, both teams turned the ball over a lot tonight. 21 turnovers for Harrison County, 25 turnovers for Mercer County. And as we talked about with Coach Marshall, Harrison County wins the rebounding battle 32-28. 17 offensive. That's very good. And 15 defensive rebounds for the Fillies. They had 2 players in double figures in that particular statistic. Jersey Baker had 12, but more important than that, or more impressive than that, of those 12 rebounds grabbed by Jersey Baker, 7 were offensive rebounds. Meanwhile, Lauren Hicks has 11 boards. In fact, I think that's the first time that Lauren has ever been in double figures in rebounding. So congratulations to her. Of her 11 rebounds, she pulled down 5 offensive rebounds. So between Jersey and Lauren, that is, what I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4. That's 11 offensive rebounds between just those 2 players. Very good. Bailey Hudgens had 8 points. Wait a minute, we're doing the team stats. See, rebounding, we already did that. So we've already done everything. So Harrison County now will play Mercer County on Monday night at Lexington Catholic in the semifinals of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament. The other bracket has the host school Lexington Catholic, who had a bye, taking on the winner of the game between Garrett County and Henry County, which will be played at Henry County tomorrow night. That'll complete the Final Four and give us an idea of when it will be that Harrison County will play on Monday. Now, Harrison County, the Fillies have a game prior to that, as do the boys, as they'll both be participating in a girl-boy doubleheader here on the Hilltop next Saturday against Nicholas County. It's a huge, important district game for both the Breds and the Fillies, so come on up to the Hilltop and support your Breds and Fillies as they take on our arch-rival Nicholas County in that girl-boy doubleheader. The girls play at 6, the boys at 7:30. So there's your look at everything that needs to be looked at. I want to thank my engineer back at the station, Ed Lewis, for doing a great job, as he always does. And as always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without their help, we would not be able to get Harrison County High School basketball on the air. So from the Hilltop, in first round action of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament, your final score for the final time, Harrison County 42, Mercer County 33. Good evening, everyone.